Hello and welcome to the final dungeon of Exile 3, the Keep of Rentar Irno. Well, let's just walk past these guys throwing razor discs at us, and some of these barriers can be walked through. They're just fire barriers instead of force barriers, so I'm going to do that. We stare out into the cavernous halls. We hear the alarmed shouts of guards rushing to do battle with us. The granite is all one uniform piece, as if it was grown. The air crackles with power, and we can see the central hall of the fortress through another set of gates. Well, it's about time to enter combat mode and cast our usual spells. It's been a pretty long Let's Play. This isn't the longest game that's ever been made, but I think it is probably up there. In terms of the amount of dialogue it has, it might actually be one of the longest games ever made. But it's something I wanted to do for a long time. Like I said much earlier, I played Exile 3 when I was much younger, not too long after it came out, and I never finished it. Got stuck on the golems, which, you know, it's fairly understandable if you're not using a walkthrough and you have some other things that come up in your life. I'm pretty sure I spent more time on it than I have for this complete playthrough, but well, that's pretty understandable. If you don't know what you're doing, this is a game where you can wander around for quite a long time. I wonder to what extent it was designed that way, for people to wander around fighting respawning monsters outdoors, fighting random encounters, and ending up higher leveled than you would if you were just going straight through the game. But I can't help but suspect that it was sort of balanced for Jeff's experiences playing through this himself. I really would like this guy to just... Oh, wrong spell. I would like this guy to die already. It's taking a little bit too long here. But, you know, if enemies want to come to us, I guess that's fine. Might as well send our priests back up to help out then. And we can just keep killing enemies for as long as they come to us then. Another one down. Another one down. Okay. So, we have a lot of things we need to do here. We need to go to unmarked locations and press buttons that must be found. And do, you know, other things of that nature. I'm staying in combat mode here. I'm not sure I'm going to do that the whole time. From a spell point efficiency perspective, it's definitely the right choice, though. So, here's a door. This looks like it could be a staircase. Alright, stairway down. Keep level 2. Alright, we got some undead. I would like to kill the spellcaster first, but it's not that big a deal. I will cast protection, actually. Maybe I should have used that earlier. What was that? A firestorm? Well, that's fine. Just hit this guy. And I'm not going to worry too much about mana efficiency at this point, so direct damage it is. Oh, we actually took damage from that. Is there anything else up here? There's a door. Is there... Okay, there's a deep trough. Going from a huge cauldron to the chasm outside the fort to the west. Maybe it drains off excess goo. Okay. Here's a pedestal with a bewildering array of crystals. One in the middle looks like it's a button. Buttons must be pushed. There's a blatting noise, and it pops back out. Okay. Well, what if we go over here? We push this in. Okay, roaring and splashing of liquid, and it ceases. Okay. Now let's try pushing the button. Okay. Crystal stays in. There we go. And back up to level 1. I guess I'll save. And let's go around here. Oh, that's a basilisk. Very dangerous. Wonder what it's doing out in the hall. Starved bodies of 2 Empire Army humans? It's a reading crystal, huh? We read an account of the killings of 2 miners near New Formello. They stumbled upon a hidden base and had to be killed. And the base was destroyed to keep their plan secret. Well, they're not one for half measures, I take it. Let's see. Unlock this door. And it's a secret passage. Well, more enemies to fight. Very easy to understand. Not a lot of subtle diplomacy going on in this game. It's much harder to simulate that than, you know, hit points and damage. Can we slow these guys? I guess we can. And bless party. And curse all. We should probably cast protection too, actually. Here we have some quick fire that's contained within barriers. Okay. Probably should heal. 1 was enough though. And this should be about all of it. Is that everything? I guess that's everything. Okay. So, now what? We have quick fire. We have ember flowers, which I guess I will pick up. And we have this barrier here, which can be walked through. I don't know if we want to be walking through it, but I guess we do. Here's a stairway down. Oh, I probably shouldn't have just kept walking there. We actually, well, we can hit with Sig. Let's see, we want an anti-magic field. But first we need to use an energy potion. Anti-magic cloud. We've fought Rakshasa before. Major blessing. Wait. Bless party. Bless Sig. And he has lots of action points. Fortunately, he's the only one who can do anything that turn, but now we can bring up some more characters. Get some more attacks going. They will be able to do something, I guess, since they're not in anti-magic fields, but we'll be okay. Okay. Just hitting them with melee attacks. Oh, I could use that null wand. Wand of Nullity. But I think I'll just use more melee attacks. Yeah. That's fine, really. Getting a little bit low on health, but I think we've about taken them out. Revive all. And we're fine. Okay. Demons casting spells on us. Hit the Rakshasa. Take out the demon. You know what? Ravage Spirit. There we go. And here's the final one. Send Sig back to deal with him. Alright. Oh, here's another one. And he hasted himself. Cast a rather annoying field. Well, maybe another anti-magic cloud would be justified here. There we go. That should solve the problem. But there's another one. Of course there is. That one's dead though. Major poison. Shock storm. Not enough to finish him off. They absorb magic, so you can't use any spells to take him out. But these guys are vulnerable to Ravage Spirit. Pretty quick. That better be all of them. And it's a dead end, of course it is. Well, secret passage. Secret passage. Okay. There's a noise and it pops back out. Well, we need to heal, so revive all. And revive Sig too. So that must be the wrong order. There should be another secret passage. Can we cast magic map on this level? Spell fails, no. Okay. Push the crystal in. Get some random gold. And go back up here. Push this crystal in. Crystal pops back out. Okay. Okay. Is there another one? I wonder. What if we cast True Sight? So that's stuck in. I wonder if there's a timer. That would be annoying. Nothing there. Oh. Possibly something there. Okay. Here's another enemy. Oh, I don't think we can Oh, never mind. We can cast an anti-magic cloud here. Is there another one over here? I'm not sure. Let's actually Major Blessing up. So, hit him repeatedly, swap characters, hit him some more. Wait, okay. They're down. Now what? This has to be here for a reason, right? I mean, surely it's there for a reason. There's a loud blatting noise and it pops back out. Okay. Well, this is sort of an appropriate theme for Rakshasas, I guess. What if we cast some more true sights? Okay, there we go. Pushing the button. And push the crystal in. Crystal stays in. Okay. That should do it for this area. Back up the staircase. Back through the quickfire. Okay. That's locked again. So. Rentar Earnose Chambers. Maybe there's something good in there, maybe there's something dangerous in there. Maybe both. Oh, trap is triggered. Oh well. Gold, great. Couple of rings that we probably won't identify, but oh well, we got some treasure. Treasure is its own reward, right? So that's a basilisk. I would like to kill the basilisk. Let's do a slow group and a major blessing and get in position, bless party, kill the spellcaster, kill the basilisk. Basilisk is dead. Rather nasty pets they have. Well. So, I mentioned some things that might be options for making the combat more interesting a while back. Like, making it like XCOM, where line of sight is more important, which makes positioning more important. Making consumable items more valuable, other than strong energy potions. So there's more value. So there's more variety in that. One thing that I think some of Jeff's later games started using was items that can be used once per day or once per X amount of time. That's a classic idea taken from Dungeons and Dragons, I assume. Battle testing room place. Huh. Maybe they test the creatures here, it says. Are there more enemies? Just these guys? Well, I think we got it. Okay. Another staircase, another stairway. Let's actually heal up here. Revive all. One more. Okay. Climb down. What do we have in this area? Basilisk. Actually, reload. Major blessing. Bless party. End combat. Go down. There we go. Much better. We want to kill these basilisks. But they're not dead yet. There's one. I guess I'll curse all. Put line of sight for a slow group. And another one for good measure. And oh, I don't know. Let's summon Ikoa. Get him. And you know what? Let's summon Maru too. These guys are no joke. If you remember, we fought a group of Naga in the Caverns of the Giants. That was one of the toughest fights in the game, probably. But we just summoned Ikoa, and he pretty much took half of them out by himself. So we'll just use the same strategy here. This is a pretty common thing in games, I guess. Bringing back all the old enemies at the end of the game. Okay. Here's the trough. I'm guessing there's probably a secret passage around here somewhere. Let's get our group together if we're going to be facing basilisks, I guess. Can you take him out? Not quite, huh? Well, oh, we're getting gazed at. There. Now it's dead. Now we just have the Naga left. And once we clear all the monsters out, I'll start searching for secret passages. Okay. There's a door. That's probably not going to be it. Probably not that either. What if we true sight? How about down here? Oh. We just had to go down this way? Okay, well, let's see which order we need to push them in. Looks like we got it right. Okay. And here's another one. Crystal stays in. Yep. Of course, if you don't push one of them, then you're going to need to go back at the end. Well, I wonder, what if we go down and we wait We're on level 2, so monsters shouldn't respawn on the top level. We can just get some spell points back. I mean, that's probably fine. Here we go. Climb back up. I'm gonna save. Now then. Oh. What do we need to do? We have energy flood pool thing. What's in here? A couple of regular Vanatai? Just plain Vanatai? Oh, just walk on the lava for no reason. That's a good plan. Nothing much in here, huh? Oh, okay. Well, so this is built over a small active volcanic vent, and the energy is harnessed. Okay. And there's some enemies here, of course. Well, usual strategy. Major blessing. Bless party. Let's see, what do we have? A keeper. Maybe a firewalk would be justified here. Now we can just walk over and hit him. And they're summoning stuff, of course. Very annoying. Kill the spellcaster. Kill the other spellcaster. And I guess I'll just Ravage Spirit the demon. And maybe summon Ikoa. Save us some time. You can hang back. And you can heal Sig. Okay. Kill the spellcaster. Kill the other spellcaster. More enemies. Just some summons left now, though, I think. Oh no, there's still this guy. There we go. Well, that's cleared out. Now what's in here? There's a encounter past a closed gate. So, what do we have here? A red button. Must be pushed, of course. Just walk over the lava. Okay. Maybe heal up. Revive all. Climb down. And what do we have here? A few alien slimes. Yep, once upon a time, one of these was a boss monster. But that was a long time ago. Bless party. Now these guys are a bit nastier, I believe. Let's actually scry one. Dark Worm, Paralysis Touch, level 30. Lot of damage. Okay. Well, how about Death Arrows? It does okay. But why don't we summon Ikoa? And another Death Arrows would be fine, I guess. Can't quite reach that one. Let's see how tough they are. Let's see if they can actually damage us. Maybe cause paralysis. Of course, we're not gonna make it easy for them. Cast some Curse Halls. And, oh, that's a regular ghast that was summoned. Okay. Kill the alien slime. And just go for this guy. And everything is dead. Okay. Save up. Good work, Ikoa. As always. Let's see. Maybe push this crystal in. Stays in. Just checking for secret passages. And let's see here. Oh, not secret passages, just a crystal. I don't think. Okay. That should be all of it. I think that might be all of the buttons we need to push. Okay. Let's climb back up and save. Now, there's actually a bonus dungeon that we can go to. Oh, is that an enemy alien beast? Or is that... Oh yeah. They're not friendly. Well, I'm still gonna fight my way through here. Oh, this is the entrance again. Yeah. There is a bonus dungeon that we can do. And I think I am going to do it. Just for the sake of completion. You know what? Summon Ikoa. Excellent. And go ahead and drink a strong energy potion. And maybe Firestorm. And why use one Firestorm when you can use two? Alright. There we go. Go for the caster first. I wonder if these spawned while we were doing long waits to regain spell points on the other level. It shouldn't work like that, but maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe they came out from the central hall. Where did the caster go? Maybe it died. Well, I might just run past here. Get out of here. Okay. So, should be around here. Dispel barrier. Dispel barrier. Dispel barrier. Here's some unidentified potions. Magic lock breaks. And here is a mysterious room with a mysterious rune and a pedestal. So, Zetha, put your pants on the pedestal. And let's step on the rune. Here we are in the generic dungeon. Huh. What's going on here? Suddenly, as tends to happen whenever you walk anywhere, a bunch more creatures appear in order to kill you. They drool and slaver, etc., etc. Bunch of monsters appear suddenly without warning. Yep. Is this a dead end? Yeah. I have to say, it says it's a generic dungeon, but this is the first dungeon I've seen that actually has trees in it. Well, ignore the cats. Ghastly ichors drip from their mouths. Ichors drips. Well, and blah blah blah. I'm not going to criticize the spelling in a bonus dungeon that you have to put your pants on a pedestal to you have to take off your pants and put them on a magic pedestal to get to. So we emerge from the valley and we see yet another in a series of the surface's interchangeable, refreshing towns. Maybe there's more people you can ask about their names and jobs. City of Interchangeableville. Okay. One more fight for you. The long-lost, fabled Chamber of Uninteresting Monsters. The monsters that were underused in Exile 3, getting resentful, and waiting for someone to take it out on. Well, sadly, you chose the wrong group. Oh, so there's a living statue and just the enemy statue. Not sure what the difference is, but okay. Gremlins. You're a witch. You're also a witch. That's a viscous goo which splits. And you know what? How about a major summoning? An underused spell for underused monsters. And we got basilisks and they're all dead. Fair enough. Get some unnecessary gold. Look around the area some more. Oh, who are you? What's your name? You're a guard. It's just an uninteresting, interchangeable NPC. What's with the cats? Okay. So, let's check out the building. Exile 3, Ruined World. Scenario finally completed on December 5th, 1996 at 2:55 a.m. Extra thanks to the beta testers. This had beta testers? Well, I wonder what they thought of this last area. I wonder if they got this far. Shirley Monroe for her support. And thanks to you, to all the viewers who have provided registrations and kind words, helped this trilogy come to a close. Well, you know, I think that most of the people who played this series, played this game, probably probably stopped before they got this far, unless they were following a walkthrough. If they got the hint guide, or whatever, the hint booklet, and followed directions in that, then they might have a decent chance. But without that, I'm guessing that most people would have given up partway through. So here's a generic inn with a dark, embittered man at the bar waiting for us. What's your job? Here to tell me his whole life story? What'd we expect? Yeah. We walk in, some random weird-looking, heavily armed people from the Empire's enemy, and he's supposed to just tell us his life story, right? So implausible it makes you sick. You didn't want to be in this game. It's shareware, huh? You wanted to be in a nice commercial game like Daggerfall or Diablo or Ultima Online. Notice the regular Diablo, Diablo 1, not Diablo 2 here. Anything with a nice shiny box. Even if there's not much dialogue, there's good exposure. Now, what's your name? Jeff. Well, this game was made by a guy called Jeff Vogel. He's still around. He's currently finishing up the Avedon trilogy, which is a game in the same style, a little bit more user-friendly, but with less freedom. I guess you can check him out. He's been doing okay. Had decent sales. What happens if you attack this guy? Nothing? Okay. What about this gate? Bite me. Okay. Well, here's a lever. We hear the now expected clattering of a portcullis. Blah, 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 whatever. Well, I feel you, Jeff. I mean, after you spend so much time just working constantly on such a huge game, writing and writing and writing, you know, it tends to blend together a little bit. And playing through it, I mean, well, it's sort of a fault of the source material as much as anything else. Just, there's a certain genericness to RPG tropes, and, you know, creating something from scratch is difficult. There's a lot more original stuff in Exile 3 specifically, but also the Exile series in general, than there is in a lot of games. There's, you know, there's the Venatai, the Sliths, the Nephilim. There's, you know, this whole setting with a huge number of characters, a huge amount of dialogue, and it creates a story to some extent, even though you have a lot of freedom. I mean, you can't just type text and have the computer have a conversation with you. There are games that attempt to do that. There are, of course, old text-based adventure games, but they never worked really well enough. There are the point-and-click adventure games that tended to have weird, illogical puzzles, which I would argue were largely because of the limitations of the interface. And then there's RPGs like this, with lots of numbers. But, you know, you're limited in terms of the freedom you can give the player in conversations, because the computer isn't smart, it's not a human. There are games like Facade, too, that try to try to provide realistic responses, but generally speaking, everything has to be put in manually, and your extra sophistication can only choose from your larger number of responses. So it's more work that might never get seen. Well, here we are back again. Unlock the door, please. Okay. I think we pushed all the buttons. There's an unused storeroom. But yeah, I mean, Jeff has done a lot to create an original setting. And there's only so much you can draw from RPGs, I guess. Without being generic. It's all, there's dwarves and elves, which the modern conception of dwarves and elves came from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And personally, I would argue that they might be a representation of farmers and hunter-gatherers. So humans would be city folk, dwarves would be farmers, and the elves would be hunter-gatherers. And maybe that's why they have such lasting appeal to people. I don't know, though. Well, here we are back at the entrance. We have a bunch of enemies, which we will clear out one by one. Another layer of Blessed Party. Some Cursal. Some summoning, I guess. Yeah. Like this, for example. Most games would not let you summon any creature in the game. It's easy to break the game in a lot of cases if you can do that. It makes it harder to balance things. In Jeff's later games, maybe not so much Nethergate, but Avernum, Avedon, there's less freedom. Instead of this huge list of spells, you get a much more limited skill tree. Well, there's a spell tree and a skill tree depending on your character type. You're friendly. Okay. It's much more limited. Instead of having, 7 levels of spells, each with, 8 different spells, and then there's mage spells as well as priest spells. Look at all these. When was the last time you saw a game with this many spells? A computer game, at least. It's a lot of stuff. I don't really want to be there. Okay. Let's just draw some of these guys out. But we can peek into the gate. We stare out into the central hall. We can feel so much energy that our skin feels sunburned. There's an enormous pit in the center, almost 80 feet across. Its sides are covered with slimy residue. And there's Rentar Irno, tall and proud, cloaked with protective spells. She lifts up the head of a Vanatai. And that's Bon Irno's head, huh? Well. Okay. And she waits for us to fight her. Very violent character. You know what? Just come to us. Yep, I'm just gonna hang out right here. Even if it takes a little while. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to major haste. There we go. And let's get in here. So we have casters, eye beasts, alien beasts. I'm gonna target the eye beast first. It's dead. Next I'll go for casters. Maybe a curse all. And hit him. It's another one down. So I would like to get in here for a slow group. It was too far away for some of the enemies. You know what? Get in there, cast another one. And summon Ikoa. And summon... wait a sec. Not enough spell points. Yeah. You know what? Just, death arrows. Might as well use it. There we go. Not quite as effective as the big AoE spells, but it's not bad either. Oh, that's a lord. An alien beast. You know what? Summon Maru. There we go. And I think that should about deal with them. Okay. Rentar watches nervously as we approach, keeping a watchful eye on the pit. The powerful goo we've channeled churns and sparks, waiting to be released. And she stretches her hands in preparation for spell casting. Suddenly, Erica's amulets begin to heat up and glow, and then they crumble into dust. Then we realize that Erica is standing next to Rentar Irno. You dare to trifle with Exile? You dare to threaten my home? Now you'll find out how a real mage fights. Well, looks like the pedestal is unguarded. We can walk right up to it. Let's see how our summons do. They do okay. Basilisk gazes at Erica and she resists. Yep, looks like our summons are winning that fight. Oop. I'm gonna kill the eye beast. Oh, and that's a bunch of basilisks. Well, I could summon Ikoa here. And I could summon Maru again. Or I could just death arrows. This seems unlikely to do anything. How about if we melee? Undamaged? I would like to actually... Well, can we do this in combat? No, we can't. So, I probably should have cast Protection. But that's okay. Revive all. Revive all. Revive all. Cast Protection on Sig and Scry Monster on Rentar. Level 38, 2500 health, 50 armor, highly protected. How about Erica? Less health, but a higher level? Yeah. Well, does that mean she'll win? I wonder. Let's see. Get everybody in position here. In combat. Save the game. What's up? You want to talk? We can't seem to talk to her. Okay, let's just reload. And use the pedestal. The battle is reaching a crescendo. Erica seems to be winning. Rentar's defenses are weakening. But Erica's spells are just as strong as when she started. Well, there's one trick she has remaining. She flings a magical bolt, but not at Erica. It goes towards the ceiling. It goes through the roof. And a crevasse appears in the mountain over us. A deep, narrow crevasse from the surface down to the cavern. A single pencil-thin shaft of life comes through and strikes Erica in the small of the back. And Erica instantly becomes a torch, faster than we can react. In moments, she's nothing but ashes. Legend has it that when she was banished into exile, she was cursed so that the slightest touch of sunlight would slay her. The legends were clearly true. We stand at the keep's main control panel, but only after paying the bitterest of costs. The most powerful mage of exile has died in fighting Rentar Irno. Died from her curse that Garzad gave her, I believe. The most powerful mage of the Empire, who was behind a lot of the events of the whole series. Supposedly he was killed by exiles, and one of the wizards was mad at us on the surface for that. But you kind of have to wonder if he really died so easily. And also, if maybe he was interested in starting a war with the Vanatai. Maybe he knew that they were down there and wanted to research their stuff. I don't know, there's a lot to think about. But here's the control panel. Let's press them in the wrong order. No, they beep at us, nothing else happens. Emergency drain away. We're back to square one. It will let you do that. I just wanted to point that out. Okay. So, release slime compounds. Power up chargers. The panel is growing extremely hot. We have to wrap our fingers with some cloth, even though we're wearing gauntlets. Well, begin process. We press the final control. A lance of light flies from the pedestal into the swirling mess of goop. Charging it, changing it. It's going out of control. The reaction is set into motion. You fools! What have you done? Boom. Boom. Kaboom. More explosions. Curse you. My fortress is lost, but you shall die with it. I am off. Teleports away. Uh-oh. It's falling apart. Do we need to run? Is our party just going to die? Meanwhile, Black Crag Fortress. Have they succeeded one moment? They have. Get them out of there. I will try. Nice knowing you all. Hurry. Okay, I have them. Welcome, Sig Curtis. Welcome, Zitha. Welcome, Yamazaki. Welcome, Sho. Welcome, Alan. And welcome, Varsuvius. Your task is done. Valorum is saved. We've been watching you, hoping to help when your task was done. So we've come full circle. The people of Exile have come back to save us. It's time for rewards. One more must join us now. Bring Anaximander here. Greetings. They've completed their task. I'm of my word, and will meet my end of our bargain. She pulls out a scroll. This document entitles the people of Exile to the lands of southeastern Valorum. Are rich and empty. There you may have peace and the future you've earned. People of Exile, thank you for your kindness. And now your reward. Of course, you will be given many thousands of gold pieces. In addition, we get the highest honor the Empire can bestow. We're all dervishes of the Empire. That guy's not happy about it. And here's Rentar. Okay, it's just a projection. Bowed in defeat. We have lost. You've defeated us, but our memories are eternal. Our vengeance will still be had. One day your children will pay for your crimes by the multitudes. Every moment their souls cry for vengeance. Never forget. We almost got her, but it doesn't matter. More blood won't help. But enough of that. It's time to celebrate. A crowd of people is waiting, dying to see the saviors of Valorum. Let us go. You walk outside, into the bright sun, to bask in the cheers of the Empire's people. After decades of struggle, the people of Exile will know peace at last. The end. The Exile Saga. Design, programming, Jeff Vogel. Art for 1 and 2, Shirley Monroe. Art for Exile 3, Andrew Hunter. Title screen graphic, no lines, etc. Testing. The hardworking AOL crew, huh? You can see this isn't a big production. These days, you have teams of 50 people or so making AAA games. Well, even for the time, it was pretty small. And it just plays in a loop. So, victory is ours. The plague of monsters has been ended. The exiles can see the light of the sun. What of the plight of the people of Marish? Wasn't interesting enough to go through. The 5 artifact quests? Well, we got the Knowledge Brew and the Black Halberd. I could have gone for the other ones, but I didn't feel like it. The many small dungeons out in the wilderness, I think I did most of them. Well, that's Exile 3 Ruined World. Thanks for watching, and that's all.